So what's up, bro? It's your cappuccino colored fan right here once again. And for some reason I have this feeling, I have this premonition that you're about to drop a few stacks on a Honda S2 stacks. That sounded a lot better on paper than saying it out loud. Fuck. You're thinking about buying an S2000 and you want to know everything there is to know about the car before pulling the trigger because you want to make the right choice. Like, I get it. That makes a lot of sense. Honestly, bro, I think you are making the right choice in buying one, but I'm gonna tell you everything I wish I knew before getting this AP1 S2000. Something that's very iconic to Honda S2000s that I don't think anybody ever mentions is how good the leather interior smells. The fragrance is so exquisite. It's literally one of my favorite smells in the whole world. I just can't think of anything that smells better than an S2000 interior. Other than the smell of chloroform. Here, bro, you wanna smell it? That's my favorite pickup line right there. I'm just joking, bro, I'm joking, chill. Hang up the phone. Don't freaking dial 911, bro. I'm not trying to go to jail over a joke. Chill. But actually, I'm not joking. Every time you get in the car before a drive, you get a whiff of the early 2000s. It just hits you in the face. The Japanese were running the game in the 90s and the early 2000s. They made some of the most iconic cars. They knew how to make the interiors. I love Japanese cars as much as I love their women. It just feels like they're tailored to my size and my needs. They're so perfect. I just feel like that's something you actually have to know about the S2000. Nobody's ever gonna tell you, but you heard it first. So one of the things that I noticed as soon as I hopped in the interior of the S2000 was the cluster. Now, I'm gonna say something controversial. This is my opinion. I could be wrong, don't judge me. But I like it raw, so I'm just gonna say it. I personally feel like the cluster in the S2000 looks a little bit fake. What do I mean by that? Well, on camera, the cluster on the S2000 looks amazing. But when you first jump into your S2000 after you just bought it, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? I don't know, it just feels like you went to Peter Piper Pizza, you got one of the clusters from the arcade and you stole it and put it on the S2000. And I mean, it doesn't look horrible, and I get it. There's a reason why people steal the clusters from the S2000 and they put them on their Civics, they put them on the Integras, because it just makes the car look so much more retro. At the end of the day, it's like a light 6 at 3 a.m. The more time you spend behind it, you bang it around a little bit, you kind of start warming up to it and it starts looking a little bit better, a little bit more fun, a little bit more desirable. It's the same idea. All right, bro, so this is something very important that you have to know about owning an S2000. You're a metal culture, right? You've seen the John Wick movies. Remember the one scene where the contract goes live and everybody's out there actively trying to smoke John Wick? That's what it feels like driving an S2000. It feels like everybody's actively trying their hardest to crash into you. I'm not even exaggerating, bro. To be honest, I feel like riding a motorcycle in a zombie apocalypse would actually feel a lot safer than daily driving an S2000. You gotta stay on your fingers and cross your toes and hope that somebody doesn't come slamming into you. And it's crazy because even if you take a car for service, they're actively trying to blow its back out. Like what happened to the boy Supercar Suspects. That is so fucking wild, man. But he was so cool about it, and that's the crazy thing. He was able to stay so calm and composed. Me, if that would have happened to me, man, I would have been fuming. I would have been raging. I would have shown up to the shop, cock in hand, ready for action. I would have been in there barking like a little chihuahua in pre-workout, looking for violence. But not him, man. Props to that guy. Nah, man, but I'm actually super serious. Driving an S2000 as a daily is like flipping a coin, man. There's 50-50 chance you're either gonna be okay or that's just gonna get wrecked. So one of the low IQ moves that I used to do when I first got the S2000 is forgetting that there's a secret storage on top of the storage. This guy right here, right? So let me tell you a funny story. I'm a man of precision, sheer will. So I'm the type of dude that likes to have everything planned out. I like to be prepared, right? I don't like to get caught off guard. So one time I actually had the genius idea to buy a bunch of Plan Bs from CVS and stuff them in the secret little compartment right there, right? It sounded like a great idea at the time. That way I could be prepared for anything that got thrown back at me. Any sort of situation, I was ready, right? I had those things in handy. But when I needed them the most, they vanished. I was trying like crazy to find where I had left them, and I was looking everywhere, I couldn't find them, and they just vanished in the most critical moment possible. Oh, have you guys seen my son? Meet this guy. This is my son Adonis. I'm just joking, that is definitely not my baby. I actually rented that baby for the video, just a prop. But in all seriousness, man, as soon as you buy your S2000, walk up to it, check this little compartment right here. And you never know, you may find something really valuable. You may find a secret hidden stash of CVS Plan B, so who knows? It's worth looking. I'm gonna say one of the greatest things that I don't think anybody has ever said on an S2000 video. I'm actually gonna tell you about one of life's greatest mysteries, a paradox of the universe, and that is the fact that when you drive an S2000, magically thousands of S2000s are gonna appear driving next to you out of nowhere, and it's not just an illusion. When I drive my C6 Corvette, it does not happen. It only happens when I'm driving the S2000. I'm not even exaggerating. 10 minutes into your commute, you look at the rearview mirror and you see like 12 Honda S2000s behind you. It's almost like if you went in front of the mirror and said Johnny Tran 12 times and they just magically appear there. It's like a freaking curse. It's freaking insane. It's straight out of GTA. Like when you're driving the car and all of a sudden everybody starts spawning in around you with the same car. But I mean, I don't mind it, because if that's the case, then when you crash the S2000, you just hop in the corner, take the next one by force, and you'll be okay. All right, bro, so something that's instinctual to me as a Honda owner and as somebody that has intrusive thoughts about stealing somebody else's car, these are instincts to me. They may not be to you, so trust me when I say this. One of the first mods you should plan on buying when you have a Honda S2000 is some sort of protection, some sort of air tag, steering lock, 1911 45 ACP from Colt, something, bro. You gotta have something. The last thing you want in life is to have your S2000 stolen in LA by some dude that has the Peso Pluma haircut. You don't want that, bro. You don't want those problems. Don't buy that cute little shift knob. Don't buy those cute little tail lights, the cute little emblems. Buy some fucking protection, at least the air tag. And that's the type of protection that you can leave in the center console and forget about. A huge bonus of owning a Honda S2000 is that you literally never have to pay somebody to wash your car. Washing the car is so easy. It's so compact, long body lines, flat. The water just slides off faster than a Mustang slides off, leaving cars in coffee. Such a great benefit because you can literally be done under 20 minutes with a few strokes. It's just like me, for real. You can make fun of it. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'll finish pretty fast and I'll have plenty of time to go to the local CVS and pick up some Plan B, so it works out for me. All right, guys, see you next week.